Hi, it's Lynn from LynnieCDesigns. Thank you for joining me today. I'm an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator based in West Sussex in the UK, and I'm coming on to make a version of this card. It's a triple diamond card. It's got a lovely little pop-out design. I made it in my April classes and shared some instructions, so I thought I would do a video tutorial as well. I'll pop also details over on my blog, which you can find at LynnieCDesigns.co.uk. But before I waffle on too much, I will flip the camera over. I also wanted to just say hello to all the new subscribers I'm now over 2,000, which is absolutely amazing. So hello, welcome. I hope you enjoy my tutorials. They're a bit hit and miss. I'm not very consistent, but I do love sharing my love of papercraft. So this is the card that we're gonna recreate, and I did use some retired product here. So the paper and the I used botanical layers for the flowers on here, but I'm still going to use the butterflies, and these are paper butterfly elements that you get. They're in the new Stampin' Up annual catalogue, and they are absolutely great. I think you get 8 sheets of 5, so 40 butterfly elements in a pack, and they're only £7.50, so I think that's great value. So my card today, I am going to use, right, let me just get the card base. I've got a thick basic white card base which measures, it's 21 centimeters by 14.8 centimeters, which is 8 1/4 by 5 3/4. In fact, what I might do, I'll put the measurements up here somewhere, and I have scored it at 5 1/4, 5.25 centimeters and 5 1/2 centimeters, or 2 1/16, and 4 1/8, and that folds up like that. I'm gonna just do that, use my bone folder to reinforce that score line. The paper I'm using this time round is from the Painted Lavender 12 by 12 designer series paper, which again is in the annual catalogue. And then I've got the little squares, the diamonds that go, or squares, diamonds that go on the front. So you've got 2 pieces. I've got 2 pieces there. They are 5 centimeters by 5 centimeters Highland Heather, and then the basic white is 4.7 by 4.7, or if you're doing inches, 2 by 2 and 1 7/8 by 1 7/8. So 2 of those, and then I've got a slightly larger one for the inside, and the Highland Heather is 5 1/2 by 5 1/2, or 2 1/4 by 2 1/4, and then the basic white is just a fraction smaller, 5.2 centimeters by 5.2, 2 1/8 by 2 1/8. And then I've got the a piece of Highland Heather, which is going to be my little column for the inside. This is, it doesn't really matter the height, but it needs to be 8 centimeters or 3 inches, and you score at 2, 4 and 6, or 3/4, 1 1/2, 2 1/4, and that makes a little column which the inside diamond goes onto. So the stamps that I'm using this time, because I want to have some leaves on the white pieces, and I'm going to use this sprig from Painted Lavender, and then I've got Happy Birthday from the Something Fancy stamp set. So I will just get on and let's just quickly add our designer series paper. And I have made some other cards with the Painted Lavender bundle, which is still available. It appeared in the mini catalogue. It's in the new annual catalogue, including the designer series paper, which doesn't happen very often, and I'm delighted because it is absolutely beautiful. And I will share some links somewhere so that you can see the other projects that I've shared. And it did actually strike me today that I hadn't shared my haven't really shared anything from my visit to Amsterdam a couple of months ago, which was for our live on stage event. So for demonstrators, we get to attend a two or 3 day event in each region, and I got some amazing swaps. I made some swaps, so if I do get time, I'm sorry, my content is a little bit disjointed at the moment. I put that both on the right way, yes. If I get time, I will have a little go at making a video and sharing what I made. Now for the inside column, I'm going to add this. The easiest way, I've scored on each of the lines, reinforce each of the lines. I fold it in half, and then I put glue on both of this one and this one, so where the either end. Let's get some glue on there, and that's the bit that we glue into our card. So keeping the open end there, you put that roughly in the middle, doesn't need to be exact, up to the score line, and then close it down and just hold it for a little bit, give it time for that wet glue to seal. And it's important to close it because obviously when we post it, we want it flat, and then when you open it, it creates this little box here. So I'm gonna grab the white pieces, and I'll grab an extra bit here. So we're going to stamp some little florals on there, and then we're going to add some ink to the butterflies. I'm using Lost Lagoon for the colours for the leaves, and I love this sprig. And I'm going to, let's just do one there, and then second, nope, can't see it, so I'm going to do, oh, do I, yeah, I want, that's nice, just filling that in a little bit, just simple stamping. And it's just so that you can see a little bit of background when our butterflies are resting on those. Full strength, one full strength. It's so nice to have the variation of colour. There we go. And I've done that because I know that that's going to be facing that way. Let's pop that off to the side, and let's get our butterflies. So I'm going to use the tiny little butterfly. They are very delicate, but they do just pop out of this white layer. And I'm going to use that little one there, but I may do it that way around. So unfortunately we don't stock vellum anymore, but what I like to do is have vellum behind those butterflies. So I am going to just trace around here. On the vellum, I've got a big one there, and I'm not worrying that it's precise. Just nice for, I like to have a little bit behind the butterfly, otherwise it's, I don't know. And then we're going to turn that way round, and I'm going to trace round this one. There we go. I'm going to use my paper trimmers to, if I can find them. My desk is in such a mess. Here we go. And then we can add some colour to those. I'm going to come back. I'm going to cut those out and come back. Okay, so here are my butterflies, quickly cut out. And then I am going to, with some sponge daubers, add a bit of gorgeous grape, which is this one, and fresh freesia. Beautiful colours. Now, I can tell you that this card is for one of my nieces who is turning 20 or, at the end of the month, and like me, she loves purple. So I think I need to re-ink. I'm waiting for some gorgeous grape ink to come through. Just going to add that darker colour. And though I've used gorgeous grape, it's coming out lighter, which actually will work very well with the Highland Heather. You could use blending brushes to add the colour, but actually when it's a little delicate thing like this, it's quite nice to do it with you've got slightly more accurate placement with the sponge dauber because it's smaller. So you could use the smaller blending brushes, but I haven't got many of those. I'm trying to be more frugal, and so I haven't actually bought a huge amount out of the new catalogue, and I'm feeling a bit of envy. Go back to this one, and I'll just fill in with fresh freesia. and blend that in a little bit. These colours go so well together. Oh, I've got rid of one of the antenna. That's not very clever, is it? So that shows you how delicate you've got to be. Can't even see it. Oh, there it is. I wonder if I can do something with that. Put that to one side. Shows how delicate that the paper butterfly elements are. And for me not to be so ham-fisted. Right. So I'm going to use, to colour in the body and the antenna, I'm going to use the, this is a stamping blend and it is the light Pebble Path. I didn't want to do the black. So that's all we need for that. Fabulous. And then let's see. I'm going to still colour that with the Stampin' Blend and see if we can do a bit of surgery on that. And it just goes to show everybody makes a bit of mistake every now and again, but it'll be our secret, eh? So let's close those up, pop that off to the side, and let's get our get this glued on. So this card, I think I said in the intro, this style of card was one that we made in my April card classes. I like to do fancy folds for my girls, and it was a design that I learned. I'd seen them online, I'd seen this design before. Other demonstrators and other card makers have made them before, then, you know, so I'm all for Jan B. I think was the first one that I saw, but there have been many others. Jan B is another Stampin' Up UK demonstrator, but my lovely upline Emma Goddard, Coastal Crafter, did this style of card in one of her card and cuppa Friday morning sessions. Now she has built an amazing community of people around the world who gather online on a Friday morning UK time. So if you wanted to find out more about that, I would highly recommend it. It's great. It's you could join her team and get free membership. Shouldn't be saying that. I want you to join my team, but she's amazing. You get membership free, or it's a subscription, so you can pay monthly, or I think, not sure. So right, that is that, and I just think it gives a little, it's a very subtle background. So I am going to just put tiny little bit of glue there, and I'm going to add that behind. And then that is going to tiny little bit of wet glue, and we are going to pop that on there. And let that dry. So pretty. I might add a bit of Wink of Stella. The other tiny one, put a bit of glue right in that centre bit there. Add it to our little button. We will add that there. Now, I'm not sure if we can do anything about this. Little spot of glue there. Let's leave that and let it dry. And then again, sorry, my paper's sliding. Bit of glue down the body. Pop our bell and butterfly over the top. Perfect. Just think that adds a little bit of something. And then again, a bit of glue. And I'm going to pop that again that side. So I just want to move those wings a little bit. And the only other bit of stamping, I've got a strip of, I've got hundreds of strips, I don't know about you, of white, and I'm going to get some Memento black ink. Let's see if I've got a little thin bit. A little thin bit, let's see. I'm not sure how straight that is on my stamp. Oh, that's not bad. Let's do a couple while we're at it. Difficult because my head is below. I'd normally have it underneath me so that I could check the placement. Pretty colours together. Pebble Path actually goes quite well with that. Right, let's pop that off to one side, and we have our little card base. I'm going to close it down. These two butterflies want to go on the spine, so I'm just going to do a little cross there and a little cross there, and you want to have glue just on that side because the rest is hanging off. So I'm going to do that and that. Nobody's going to see it. There we go. That's all you need. And I'm going to pop that one down on that edge. the spine. I've done two versions that are slightly bigger for commissions, because I do like to size cards up. And the last one I did, I added some gilded leafing, and it was just beautiful. Now that is going to sit on that column. So you only want a very small amount of glue on that corner there. So I'm just going to pop that there. And then let me just, I'm going to do it by eye. There we go. Just going to hold it, let the glue take for a minute. So pretty. I may have to get my Wink of Stella out, because I'm sure, I don't think Katie will see this. It's my niece who I'm sending this card to. She'd like a bit of sparkle, I think. And there you can see, I put a little bit too much, but it's gone in the corner. And if there's a little bit that's spilled out, like it has done here, just wipe it off. Wipe it off. And then that's fabulous. We'll get my paper snips. I'm just gonna, I will personalize this, but just for the purposes of my video, I'm gonna trim that up. My last card, my first card was Bubble Bath. Which is lovely, and it went with the DSP, Bubble Bath and Garden Green. And the Happy Birthday I used was from Zany Zoos, but that has actually retired, so this one is just the same, and is something fancy, so that works really well. I'm just going to trim that bit there, and we have got we've got large stamping dimensionals, so we will just go down the edge, snip a bit of the edge off, and that will be perfect. Raise that up, and then we just need to get some gems. We also need to get some Wink of Stella, but that's by the by. That works perfectly, and then just snip that bit off. Perfect. Very pretty. I'm so happy this designer series paper and perennial lavender is staying in the catalogue. So that is Happy Birthday. Like that. And let's get some gems. And we have the purple fine shimmer gems, which go perfectly with this suite. And actually I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the it's got 3 shades: Berry Burst, Highland Heather and Gorgeous Grape. I think I'm going to just use a bit of Gorgeous Grape for these. We've got one. I may add more, but that is so pretty. Stands like that. There we go. Same, but different. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. I hope you enjoyed it. If you're not already subscribed, then please hit that subscription button, and I will see you again soon for some more projects. Bye for now.